Hey, what's up, citizens? This is President Vochelli, and today I'm going to be doing a team building video. So, yeah, basically, I'm just going to be building a Pokemon team. Well, I already have it built, but I'm going to explain the thought process I had behind it. Now, for this team in particular, I had it was actually at the request of a friend at the Pokemon League I go to. Yeah, she wanted a competitive team. She didn't know anything about IV breeding, what to, good things to do competitively. So, I'm just helping her out here, and yeah, so, without further ado, let's get started. So, the one Pokemon she did want in it was Hydreigon. So, yeah, no problem there. So, I just did a very basic set to start out with. Get the 2 stab moves, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse. You'll Life Orb to make those pack a better wallop. Flash Cannon, because being able to take out, those fairy types, with Hydreigon, fairy type switching, I should say. You don't leave this thing in on a fairy type. No. 4 times weakness, you don't do it. But, that'll be good for coverage. And if it doesn't actually work out, easily switch to something else, because Hydreigon has a very diverse move pool. And then finally, you turn to get the heckles out of there. And, gain the switch initiative. Always a good thing. So then I was thinking, what would be a good defensive pairing with Hydreigon? I was thinking about it. And then I came across, Tentacruel. Because hey, it resists Fairy due to the Poison typing, also resists Ice due to the Water typing, resists Fighting, again due to Poison. Let's see, what else is Hydreigon weak to? And also resists Bug, I believe, due to Poison. It resists everything Hydreigon's weak to. It's amazing. And plus, Tentacruel, weak to ground types. Hydreigon, it has no problem since it has Levitate. Let's see. Electric moves. Hydreigon, Dragon typing, resists. Psychic type, Hydreigon's completely immune to. I mean, they're a perfect match together. It's really surprising. But now, I didn't go with the typical specially defensive wall Tentacruel. Honestly, I'm not sure why, but I wanted to do some interesting things with this. Because this is basically, my thought process was, okay, Tentacruel is a support Pokemon. I need it to survive attacks from a variety of Pokemon. I can't just wait for the right switch in to get what I need done. So I invested it with, 252 HP, obvious there, and 252 defense. Because its defense it's piss poor. Its special defense is awesome, but yeah, its defense needed some work. So anyways, the moves I did, Scald, because it was, supporter, get the burn, of course. Then there's also Sludge Wave. I was also thinking about Toxic Spikes if I'm indeed running Black Sludge, and I'll get to that in a bit. Or, of course, I could also run Sludge Bomb if I want the higher chance of getting poison. Knockoff, because it's always good. Getting rid of an opponent's item is always good. And, of course, Rapid Spin to get rid of those pesky Sneaky Pebbles. So yeah, I need to actually use this Tentacruel to see how viable, its EV spread is. But I was also thinking I could substitute another item for it. And instead of Black Sludge, I would do Assault Vest. So I could get that special, the special defense boost, have it as a wall, but it can also take defensive hits. Of course, then it loses its recovery option. But it might be worth it, might not. Again, I'm just wanting to try this out. So for the moment, I'm going to be doing some Black Sludge. Okay, so yeah, so here's like you know, mixed supporter wall. You know, then I was wanting to get a defensive core, and of course, you know, this is you know, this is my friend's first competitive team. So you know, I want to pick the good Pokemon, and of course, you know, Ferrothorn. Amazing defenses. You know, base 131. You know, I invested all my EVs into that, and also the HP. Also made sure, you know, had zero speed IVs in order to make Gyro Ball as powerful as possible. So yeah, you know, if you're competitively experienced, you know Ferrothorn. You switch it in on physical attacks, get the Rocky Helmet and Iron Barb damage, which is, it's just nasty. You know, and then as they switch out to a specially defensive Pokemon, sorry, not specially defensive, special attacking Pokemon, you guys get a Leech Seed or some Sneaky Pebbles off there. Yeah, it's very simple. You know, just gotta make sure you don't get in on those fire types. So yeah, so that's obviously my physical wall. Get some nice chip damage on that, and then chip damage on. Sorry, I was just realizing, like how extensive chip damage would be with Ferrothorn. You know, the Rocky Helmet, Iron Barb, it gets hit by physical attack. Leech Seed, to drain some HP, and Stealth Rock to punish switches. So yeah, yeah, definitely the chipper. So for my specially defensive wall, well, yeah, I went in Florges because 150 for special defense. That is disgusting. Ugh. Yeah. And, so what I'm going with this is, of course, the Wish Protect combo. I mean, obviously. Yeah, you need that, health recovery. It's always a good option. You know, Moonblast, just to make sure it has an attack. And also, let's see, a base 112 special attack, that's not bad for a wall. That's really not. And then, Aromatherapy is up for consideration, but you know, status conditions can be annoying, and, you know, that's your way out of it. You know, I could also put Toxic on it if Aromatherapy is, you know, proving not to be too useful. But hey, it's a good out just in case, like, the Ferrothorn gets burned, or the next Pokemon, my setup Sweeper gets burned, and that's Pinsir. So, yeah. Yeah, you should know Pinsir. Mega Pinsir, specifically. Yeah, fully invest in that attack and speed. Yeah, Jolly Nature, make sure you can outspeed things. I believe Mega Pinsir gets a around 100 base speed. So yeah, it's pretty fast. And you gotta make sure you can outspeed enough threats. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, Mega Pinsir makes Pinsir, well, bug and flying type. But it also gets the ability Aerialate, which turns normal type moves into flying type moves and gives it stab and extra 30% damage bonus. That is disgusting. So you can run moves like Return and a super powerful quick attack with an 80% bonus. It's just disgusting. Swords Dance, you know, Swords Dance is set up, makes yourself even more of the unbreakable sword. Yeah. But you can also have Pinsir, just regular Pinsir, take out a weakened Pokemon and get a attack boost from Moxie. So yeah. You know, you always need a setup Sweeper on your team, and you know, I'm thinking Mega Pinsir is gonna do the job for me very nicely. And finally, I just wanted, you know, I was noticing I didn't have a whole lot of super fast Pokemon. And so I chose Chandelure. Choice Scarf Chandelure, by the way. So, you know, it gets that extra 1.5 speed boost. You know, off of its 80 speed. It's gonna outspeed most things that are not Scarf themselves. You know, and you know, Chandelure is ridiculous special power at 145. So, of course, I'm going to be running moves like Shadow Ball, Energy Ball for coverage. I'm also thinking Trick. You know, just in case you need to take something down. Just trick your choice Scarf onto it. You know, for example, if you're up against the wall, you can, well, like, let's say Chansey or Blissey. You can trick your choice Scarf onto that Pokemon, and, well, yeah, instead of having the Eviolite or the Leftovers, they are now going to be locked into one move, and that is excellent. Of course, my example actually doesn't make any sense, because, you know, Chansey and Blissey's standard move, like a Seismic Toss, they won't do anything against Chandelure. Though, of course, could do the Thunder Wave. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. But anyway, I also chose Chandelure because there's a slight fire weakness on my team. You know, we have Ferrothorn and Pinsir. You know, weak to fire. So you have Chandelure with Flash Fire, so it's immune to fire type moves, and hey, you know, its fire type moves get boosted if it's hit by a fire move. So that is awesome. And just packing the Overheat for just ridiculous soul-crushing power. So, yeah, I want to battle test this team. And yeah, I'm actually going to be asking around on Facebook and Twitter for people who would like to battle against me. Now, as you can see, this is a mixed OU-UU team. You know, OU Pokemon being Ferrothorn, Pinsir. Not sure if Chandelure is OU. I don't know. But then, you know, you also have UU Pokemon like Hydreigon, Tentacruel, and Florges. Not sure what tier Florges is, but whatever. So yeah, if you just make a team very, you know, similar to that, just you know, 2-3 OU Pokemon, the rest UU or below. You know, that'd be great, and yeah, then just, you know, look for my battle request, and just, yeah, we'll just establish things from there. Let's see, I think I spoke a little bit too soon about that, because I would also like to talk about the defensive potential I found in this team. Now, it was actually completely by accident, but I actually have a ridiculous amount of resistances to certain types, like Grass type. Hydreigon, resistant. Dragon type. Tentacruel, resistant. Well, actually, it's neutral to it. You know, due to poison typing. Anyway, Ferrothorn, you know, steel typing. I'm not sure if grass typing helps too. But yeah, resist grass. Florges, it doesn't matter. Pinsir, Bug type might resist grass, but I know Flying type on the Mega Pinsir definitely does. And Chandelure definitely resists it. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 resistances to grass. Now, how about we talk about fire? Fire type, Hydreigon resists it, Tentacruel resists it, and Chandelure is completely immune to it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here, let's talk about fairy typing. Hydreigon 4-time weak to it, but Chandelure resists it, Tentacruel resists it, Ferrothorn resists it. It's working pretty well. Now, let me also throw rock types out there. Let's see, I don't have anything that resists rock, which is unfortunate. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I do. Ferrothorn resists it. But also, it's gonna kind of wreak some havoc on my team with Mega Pinsir, which is, you know, it'll take 50% damage just from Cell Frost, and Chandelure 25%. But that's also why I have Rapid Spin on Tentacruel, and which is also why, you know, I made it a mixed defense, because sometimes I just need Rapid Spin immediately. So yeah, you know, make Tentacruel be able to resist defensive or especially defensive Pokemon. But yeah, I think that's enough examples. But yeah, I have a lot of resistances to certain types on my team. yeah, there's no overwhelming weakness to one type. And even when there's 2 Pokemon weak to a type, I usually have an immunity or a very good resistance to it. So, yeah, I hope I hope my friend really likes this team. I want to battle test it for her, just to make sure it'll be really good to use, and also to help her know how to use it effectively. Again, look out on Facebook and Twitter for some battle requests. Throughout the week. Anyway, I'm recording this on November 9th. It's a Sunday, and yeah, just be looking out for those requests. So hey, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, the logical thing to do is press that like button. Also share the video with others, so help me increase my viewer base. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to stay updated on videos like this and my other videos, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter, which will be in the description below. One final shout out, I was playing music by Glitch X City throughout this entire video. You can find her YouTube channel just by, searching for that. I'll also put a link to her channel in the description below. Hey, again, thank you very much for watching, citizens, and this has been President Vochelli, signing out.